Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kahal, honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone of the world. Citation to Akim after pushing this truth, sincerity, and fearlessness, and risking your lives and freedom more so than ever. And to you, few Aquatus in obedience, so called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right? And this is the end times. And part of that end time, you will see people wore out of oppression. You know, people are, with all the tariffs happening and everything costing a lot, and, you know, people are being squeezed economically, you know, especially Jake, especially so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, man. You know, it's very overwhelming to many people, man. People are becoming homeless. All the benefits that the government has brought out before is gone. It's leaving slowly. All right, it's just the regular, hardworking, honest living Jake. It's like really getting tired, man. You barely have time to live. Just working, you know. And, that's what's going on, man. It's the spirit of this place, man. People are wore out, stressed out, tired as hell. You know, oppression, right? I got a video. This video you know, one of many videos of people just expressing themselves on how tired they're so tired of working. They're tired of working for crumbs and not living their lives, not doing anything, and they're so tired of this shit. You know, unfortunately, that's gonna lead them into getting into a lot of these people are gonna be so tired that they're gonna fall into the MOTB. They're gonna fall into Esau's trap. You know, Esau's setting it up. You know, and but the men of the Lord, we know what the hell's going on. You know, the Esau's what is it? Uh, uh, High end. When they just give you the money, you know, just so you can live and stuff like that. I forget what they call it, but they're giving the people an allowance instead of working. That's what's going on, and they're gonna change the hours and shit like that. All this type of stuff, man. People are gonna go for it, or because they're tired of working. But nevertheless, I'm gonna let you watch the video, the precepts, and it's not gonna be too long. Another day at work, driving, and hopefully this is edifying to the elect. Yeah, so that man's tired of working, man. He's tired of this shit. You know, that man, hey, just like many other Americans, man, they so tired. You know, tired of busting they, shit standing on their feet for years, for days. You know, now he say he can barely take his shoes off. All right, all right. You know, start with this Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. All right. So somebody, he got a sense of wisdom. Like, man, this is something ain't right. You know, they tell you that you got to work and be old as hell to enjoy your retirement and stuff like that. And this is crazy. You know, surely oppression make up a wise man mad. Man, it's gonna make you mad. It's slavery. Slavery. We are yet this day in captivity. You know, at Baruch 3 and 8, we still in captivity. And the average Jake don't see that. The average Jake don't see that, man. You know, Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. We all over the place in this world, working and surviving and shit, man. For a reproach and a curse, because we still under those curses, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Right? And of course, we're doing this because of our forefathers, but we are all subjected to work a job and stuff like that so we can pay our bills and pay bills and stuff like that, man. To keep a roof over our heads, man, to cover our shame, you know. And it's overwhelming. It's almost like you live for that payment to pay them. It reminds me of an episode in I remember Dragon Ball Z, I think GT, man, when Goku was he had the Dragon Ball had they wished him as a child, and he went with his daughter and I think Goten or Goten, yeah, Vegeta's son, and they all went to different planets, and they went to this one planet which was similar. Like these planets had similar characteristics of oppressive planets that we on. They went to a planet that was similar. That was a like everything. Like they had everything luxurious, and then all of a sudden, they had a bill. Like, oh, okay, so you slept, you did this, and then they charged you. And then they went to a people that was oppressed. They was in a tent. They couldn't pay nothing. They was oppressed. And once they didn't pay shit, they just took their tent. They was just homeless as hell, and there was no remorse. I forget the episode and stuff like that, but I had to do another lesson. But they tell you this in different cartoons and shit like that, man, because we are on a planet similar. Like I said, there's many people that's so fucking homeless right now. All right, we gotta go to Haggai. I think Haggai. Yep, if she blows. Here she blows, Haggai, chapter 6, verses 6 through 8. Haggai, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with hold. Don't that sound like today with many people? You can look online and see people just stressed the fuck out, man. Right? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it and will be glorified, said the Lord. You know, so it's time to repent and get to the Lord because the Lord will provide in those times to those he see worthy of. You know, because right now it's gonna end terrible, man, for everybody. Right? It's gonna end terrible. Esau's pride has him deceived and blind. He doesn't see shit. He thinks he's gonna carry on with success and shit like that, but he's digging it, he's dragging this motherfucking place to the dirt, which is prophecy. This place has to go, all right? But we must not be troubled. It has to go, all right? The people are fucked up, man. They're tired, you know. They're tired, you know. When the wicked ruler, you got people taking themselves out. People taking themselves out, man. You got a whole lot of suicides. You got all types of shit happening, man, because of the state of this place called America, Mystery Babylon. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And the people are mourning right now. Even people that die, they can't afford a fucking casket. They can't afford a fucking plot in the cemetery because that costs a lot. You know, it's all bad, man. This place is through, and the people are feeling it, especially the women. What the women, the so-called black woman has been losing their jobs. All right, the so-called black woman has what they lost 106,000 jobs, layoffs, and there's got to be more coming up, man. You got UPS leaving, laying off people because of the tariffs. You know, it's all it's like a domino effect. All right. You got the black woman all stressed out, expressing her stress through the fucking through customer service. All right, through customer service, these fucking wicked ass bitches are attacking people, man, all over the place. Remember, I seen Plies. He was like, "Man, I seen him. I was in the line, and I seen this black girl, this black bitch. You know, she sat up there and smiled at the white woman and stuff like that when it came to her customer service. But when I come to the line, she frowned up and this and that. I want that same fucking customer service. You know, that's how Plies be talking. You know, I want that same customer service. You know, I want the same shit. I don't want it now. I don't want, you know what I mean? And everybody, like you can, we all as brothers can relate to that shit. These bitches are coons, man, and they gonna have to pay for that shit. You know? And I'm gonna give her an example. I got an example, and I'm gonna do a precept for that example. Then we're gonna end this thing. And these young wicked motherfuckers that got fired. So I'm gonna read the caption first. All right. I can't read the top. Okay, no, update. Two Frontier airline agents fired for mocking customers. Okay, cool. He showed up 30 minutes before his flight, and these frontline Frontier airline employees refused to check him in because he didn't agree with $25 agent assist fee to check in, even though he said he could pay it. All right, these bitches are losing. They wild. It's they're gonna lead them to their demise. Let's watch this. And look at the older woman right there in the middle. The older woman ain't checking the younger women. Ain't telling the younger women, hey, y'all need to. They all in cahoots. So they all got to get their ass. They all got to go. They all got to get hit with the motherfucking missiles and whatever's coming to them in Jacob's trouble. They all got to because nobody's holding each other accountable. Look at this old woman in the middle of these fucking hyenas, man. He said he'd pay. She's literally not listening. All she's about is just playing games, being a fucking bitch and a witch, and nobody's saying anything. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. That is what's going on, man. And they're gonna have to pay for that shit. That shit going all over the world. 17, I think 17. Oh man, it's a lot. I'm driving. I'm doing multitasking. The grace of the Lord, man. Driving. It's raining, and the Lord got me, man. Get my lesson in early. It's Micah, Salakia, Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eye shall behold her, now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. All right. These women got something coming to them, man. All right. Esau so happy to fire these motherfuckers, man. They fired the shit out them. It was a butch, a motherfucking lot of, well, not a lot lizard, but a carpet munching motherfucker, and this fucking overweight ass Big Shirley bit, you know, sitting there acting fucking wild, giving bad customer service like they always do. It's places that I don't even go to because I don't want to deal with that shit, man. Bitches out of control with that shit, man. And guess what? They're gonna have to pay. Now, one more precept and we done here. Because in Esau's kingdom, these fucking bitches, man, they Esau's kingdom, man, these bitches, they not they're they've been at ease, you know, in Esau's kingdom, man, and they it shows they've been spoiled to do all types of damage and say all types of crazy shit and all types of shit. Yeah. No accountability whatsoever. The Lord's finna start judging, man. That accountability's finna start happening overnight. It's finna start being blackouts and shit like that. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And that's to you Aqua that's in obedience, man. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. And they look at it, they sounded careless, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, be ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines. All the shit that they get, and the weaves and the motherfucking EBT and all that shit and everything they got that they had lived deliciously here. The office jobs and shit like that, it's gonna be gone. That shit's over with, man. It's over with. You know, you had pride and talk down and look down upon the nuclear family for too long, bitch. You know, with that, the elect was edified, all right, and it's like I said, man. It's people tired of fucking working, they're being squozen, and however they're gonna do the whatever they're gonna put their lot into, it's ultimately it's the Lord, you know, the Lord is doing this ultimately, and they're gonna find many are gonna find their comfort in wickedness, after the fact of losing their jobs or being tired. They're gonna find their comfort in wickedness, man, and their relief in wickedness, and the elect is gonna find their relief in this word, and get what the Lord has given them to maintain in this time. With that, let me give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kahakodash. That belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Well, Yaquab, Shalom.